If you're wondering which budget bookshelf speakers are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. Polk XT20. These speakers are like that one friend who's always the life of the party but shows up in sweatpants. They deliver punchy bass and clear highs, thanks to the 6.5-inch woofer and 1-inch Terraline tweeter, and they're Dolby Atmos certified, which sounds fancy until you realize they're a bit boxy looking and take up more desk space than they should. The bass is great for movies, but if you're into delicate acoustic music, you might find the mids lacking clarity unless you tweak your EQ settings. Would I buy it? Yes, because sometimes you just want a speaker that can shake the walls without breaking the bank. Warfdale Diamin 225. These are like the classy dinner date of bookshelf speakers. Smooth, warm, and dressed in Kevlar woofers. The sound is rich and full, with a nice balance between punchy bass and soft highs, making them perfect for jazz or classical music. But let's be honest, they're not exactly compact, and the frequency response only goes down to 45 Hz, so don't expect earth-shattering bass. Would I buy it? Maybe. If I wanted something elegant and balanced but wasn't obsessed with deep bass. Elac B5 2 Debut 2.0. These are like the nerdy kid who aces every test, neutral, detailed, and precise. The soundstage is wide, and they handle everything from orchestral tracks to pop hits with ease. But here's the kicker. Their bass is a bit shy. If you want room-shaking lows, you'll need a subwoofer to back them up. Also, they're not very forgiving of bad recordings or cheap amps. Would I buy it? Yes, because clarity and balance at this price are hard to beat. Kto YU. These speakers are like an art gallery. Sleek design with sound so detailed it feels like you're rediscovering your favorite songs. The UniQ driver creates an expansive soundstage that's perfect for small spaces. However, they're not without flaws. Bass could be deeper, and those magnetic grills cost extra. Seriously, Kef? Would I buy it? Yes. If I wanted an immersive listening experience and didn't mind spending a bit more for style and precision. Acoustics 3030i. These speakers pack a punch with their oversized bass driver, delivering deep, controlled bass that could knock your socks off, or maybe just your coffee off the table. The mid-range is articulate and detailed, making vocals sound like they're whispering sweet nothings directly into your ears. But here's the catch. They're big. Like, hope your shelf is deep big. Placement can be a headache if you're tight on space. Would I buy it? Yes, if you've got room for them and love bass that feels like a bear hug. Wharfdale Diamin 12.1. These are your friendly neighborhood speakers. Smooth highs, punchy mids, and bass that's solid for their size. The Clarity woofer does a great job of keeping distortion at bay, so you won't feel like your music is drowning in mud. But let's be real. The bass won't shake your walls unless you pair them with a subwoofer. They're also forgiving when it comes to placement, which is great if you're indecisive about feng shui. Would I buy it? Maybe, if you're after accuracy, but don't mind adding a subwoofer down the line. Dolly Oberon 1. These speakers are compact yet mighty, with crisp highs and detailed mids that make every track feel like an intimate concert. The wood fiber cone adds a touch of Scandinavian magic to the sound, clean and uncolored. But let's not kid ourselves. The bass isn't going to rattle your windows unless you bring in reinforcements. They're perfect for smaller rooms or setups where space is tight. Would I buy it? Yes, for small spaces, or if you prioritize clarity over earth-shaking bass. Klipsch RP600M. These are the rock stars of this lineup. Loud, bold, and unapologetically aggressive. The horn-loaded tweeter delivers treble with bite, while the cerametallic woofer pumps out bass that's more party starter than audiophile perfection. But here's the kicker. The mids are scooped out like someone stole the filling from your Oreo. They're fun, but flawed, unless you're willing to tinker with EQ settings to fix their quirks. Would I buy it? No, unless you love tweaking EQs or need speakers that scream, "Look at me." Klipsch RP500M. These bad boys pack a punch with their 5.25-inch spun copper woofers and horn-loaded tweeters, delivering crisp highs and bass that might just rattle your bookshelf. The rear-firing port adds depth to the sound, but good luck placing them close to a wall without turning your living room into a bass cave. They look sleek in their scratch-resistant ebony finish, but honestly, the magnetic grille feels like it's trying too hard to be fancy. Would I buy it? Yes, because who doesn't want front-row concert vibes at home? Elac Debut 3.0 DB53. The DB53s are like that friend who's brutally honest. Clean and detailed sound, but they'll expose every flaw in your recordings. The punchy bass is great, but pairing them with bright equipment might feel like a sonic slap in the face. They're solidly built, so you could probably survive an apocalypse with them as shields. Would I buy it? Maybe, because while they're great for audiophiles, they might be too unforgiving for casual listeners. SVS Prime Satellite. Compact and mighty, these speakers are perfect if you live in a shoebox-sized apartment but still want to annoy your neighbors. They deliver clear sound and blend seamlessly with subwoofers. But don't expect them to fill a large room unless you're okay with sounding like you're broadcasting from a tin can. Would I buy it? No, because I need speakers that don't make me feel like I'm compromising on size for quality. Elac Debut 2.0 B6. 2. These speakers are like the dependable friend who never lets you down. Solid bass, smooth mids, and highs that don't pierce your ears. The front-facing port is a blessing for tight spaces. But let's be honest, the design is more dad jeans than red carpet. They're loud enough to make your neighbors file noise complaints, but refined enough to make you feel classy about it. Would I buy it? Yes, because they're the perfect mix of affordability and performance. Kto YU Passive 5.25. These speakers are like the introverts of the audio world, quietly brilliant, but only when paired with the right amplifier. The Kevlar woofer and silk dome tweeter deliver smooth highs and punchy mids, but you might miss the bass unless you've got a subwoofer handy. Oh, and no grills. It's like showing up to a party without pants. Bold, but not for everyone. Would I buy it? Maybe. If you've got a solid amp and don't mind the exposed drivers, they're worth considering. Klipsch reference R40M. These little beasts pack a punch with their copper-spun woofers and horn-loaded tweeters, delivering room-filling sound even in small spaces. But at just 50 watts of power handling, they're more like sprinters than marathon runners. Don't push them too hard or they'll start to sweat. Plus, you'll need speaker wire because wireless isn't their thing. Would I buy it? Yes, they're perfect for smaller rooms and tight budgets, as long as you don't expect earth-shattering bass. Paradigm Premier 100B. These speakers scream, "I'm fancy," with their Canadian craftsmanship and audiophile-grade sound. The patented Art Surround Tech reduces distortion like a pro, but they're not exactly budget-friendly at nearly $800 a pair. Also, if you don't have proper stands, you're wasting their potential. They're shelf queens that demand a throne. Would I buy it? No. The price is steep for what's supposed to be budget, and they need too much pampering. Audio Engine A2+. These compact speakers are the overachievers of the group, small enough to sit on your desk, but loud enough to fill your office. The Bluetooth connectivity is great for lazy streaming sessions, but bass lovers might feel cheated without a subwoofer. Also, why is the volume control on the back? It's like hiding your car keys in your sock drawer. Would I buy it? Yes, they're versatile and perfect for desk setups, as long as you're not expecting nightclub-level bass. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the budget bookshelf speakers for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.